Здравейте, тигри! Ето, че се прехвърляме в магиосническия свят на Хари Потър. Неща, които са случили преди Хари да съществува като цяло, Волдемор и така нататък. Това ни е писмото, че сме приети в училището и време е да си измислим герой. Боже, боже. Има доста разновидности. Те горе-долу върват обаче еднакво. Може би тук най-много се припознавам. Но естествено с по-малко коса. Как може да махнем косата? Това е skin color. Добре. Това е лицето. Окей. Може би така. Приличам ли? Добре. Без очила ще сме, със сигурност. Цвета на косата. Оп. Чакай. Добре, да видим къде е черното. Черно. Сега махаме. Така, белези. Аз нямам такива. Подминаваме. Веждите са окей. Цвета на очите обаче сигурност не е моя. Нещо е такова. Брада може ли да имаме? Не може. Ние сме тинейджери.
I'm eager to get to Hogsmeade.
That was quite something.
I am indeed a student, but I could very... It was wonderful. A few cobwebs and some dust. I'm eager to get to Hogsmeade.
Ще оставим на нормал. Как да се кръста? Сега това вече е много трудно. Нека да помисля. Примерно. Start the journey. Добре дошли в Хогуортс или сега сме на диагонали?
It appears we are almost ready to depart. It's a pity we didn't have a bit more time to spend on spellcasting. I presume you've been practicing the spells we worked on.
I have, Professor.
Well, I'm quite sure I've never seen anyone take so quickly to a second-hand wand. You'll be a force to be reckoned with when you get your own.
Да, пръчката избира магиосника, не магиосника на пръчката. Оп, този пък кой е?
George, glad my rather cryptic description of our location did not thwart your finding us.
I've apparated to more vaguely defined destinations than this. Though I confess I may have miscalculated slightly on my first try. Gave quite the fright to some theatregoers in the West End.
It's been much too long. When I received your owl, I must say I...
Best not speak here, Eleazar.
Да, на тия улици винаги е било опасно и не се говори така.
We have a start of term feast and a sorting ceremony to get to.
Wonderful idea. As long as your young child here
О,
doesn't
ще
mind
минеме по
tagging
чапката.
along.
Not at all, sir.
Отиваме на церемонията.
Ages since
Ще
I've been to
разберем
the
в
castle.
кой
Would be good to see the old
Кой
pile of
клуб?
rocks.
ще ни вземат. Това някакви камбани тук. Невидим кон. Летяща карета. Всичко е нормално. В Лондон такива неща всеки ден се виждат. Играта изглежда много добре. Много красиво направени хората, като цяло детайлите по лицата, мимики, жестове. Изглежда много добре. И сме на Max Performance.
Glad I caught you before you left for Scotland.
Just barely.
And
Този
who is your
шотландец.
traveling companion?
О,
A new student.
новия студент.
Yes, sir. I'm starting school as a fifth year.
How extraordinary.
It is
Аз започваме
indeed.
пета
None
година.
of the faculty has ever heard of anyone being admitted to Hogwarts so late.
Nor have I.
Of course, as the other fifth years will have been honing their magical skills for 4 years now, the headmaster asked if I could get our new student up to speed a bit before the term begins.
Well, you
Ага,
couldn't have
ще ни
asked for a
задвижи.
better mentor. Professor
По-бързо да
Fig
се
is
обучаваме.
not only an exceptional teacher, he's also a remarkably intuitive and gifted wizard.
Надарен
Mr.
магиосник е
Osric
нашия
is
човек.
prone to flattery.
Професорче.
I dare say it's one of the reasons he's risen so far at the ministry.
Have you seen this?
А този Джордж е от Министерството.
I have. Opinions differ as to
goblin.
how great a threat Ranrock really is.
Although I've yet to convince my colleagues at the ministry, I believe he is a significant
Това беше май дракон.
And it was your wife, Eleazar, who alerted me to his activities months ago.
Miriam? How?
She wrote to me about Ranrock before she died,
О,
wondering what
жена
the
му
ministry
умряла.
knew about his activities.
Когато му е
Before
казала
I
за
could respond, I
гоблина.
received this. It was the last thing she sent me, Eleazar.
Последното нещо, което му
It
е
came to me
пратила.
via her owl, but with no correspondence.
Без
I
кореспонденция.
know
Нищо
She
не
had
му
to
е
get
казала.
rid of it quickly to keep it safe.
Presumably
Може би искала
for
просто да го
Ranrock.
пази.
I cannot open it.
Може да е свързано с
Whatever
този
magic
гоблина.
protects this is powerful indeed.
It looks like goblin metal.
Прилича на гоблински метал.
What's that glow?
I don't see a glow.
Nor do I.
Някакви шепоти.
Merlin's beard.
То се отвори.
We do.
Какво стана? Изяде ни каретата. Те не са едно-две. Това са някакви хипогрифи, май. И дракон. Това са хипогрифите, които са теглят каретата. Добре. Трябва да вземем това нещо. Ключ. Добре, измъкнахме се на косъм. Почва доста така интересно. Вижте катечката колко добре изглежда.
Are you all right? You're hurt.
Perhaps a bit.
Малко сме наранени.
Take this. It's Wiggenweld potion. That stuff will right you in a second.
Добре, дай ни някаква хил полшънка, която ще ни оправи. Пиваме я. Всичко трябва да бъде вече наред.
What happened?
Poor George. I can't believe he... What the hell got into that damn thing? Attacking a carriage mid-air? A typical dragon.
Джордж май си замина.
Sir, where are we?
I'm not sure. But that key you discovered was clearly a port key.
Port key?
An item enchanted to bring whoever touches it to a specific place.
Добре. Много реално изглежда.
If you'd like to look around a bit.
I would. But stay this port key. Or
Трябва да
why?
седиме близко. Може да вървиме по професора. Уоу. Много яко. Знам дали виждате хубаво. Много найс.
How far did that port key take us?
Farther from London than the carriage travelled. We're somewhere in the Scottish Highlands.
Sir, those ruins.
The port key was meant to lead us there. I do. This
То
is
реално
not
ключа ни е пренесъл
either
тук,
of us expected.
надалеч.
But Miriam sent that port key to George for a reason. And I believe that she and now George
Жена му е
died
пуснала
in pursuit of whatever
на този
it was
Джордж
meant to
ключа
be.
с някаква причина. И сега
If
явно
you're
ще
sure you're
разбирам.
all right and wouldn't mind indulging me, I'd like to have a look around.
Absolutely, sir.
Good.
Да, ще обиколиме да
Let's see
разгледам.
if we can find a path, however faded it may be.
Добре, значи ще търсиме път, какъвто и да е бил.
Mind your step.
Добре.
Where do you suppose your wife got the port key that brought us here?
A good question. Miriam spent years searching for
Камерата се движи
evidence of a
доста
long
плавно.
forgotten form of ancient magic.
Ancient magic?
Yes, a powerful magic wielded by a rare few seems to have been lost to time. Hogwarts
колко е
Castle
красиво.
was built by and is itself a stronghold of that ancient magic. I don't know where she came into possession of the port key, but I am certain it was to do with that search. Ah, there's the path down below. This way.
Sir, why was your wife searching for evidence of lost magic?
Miriam wanted to understand why such powerful magic disappeared from the wizarding world. Spoke of the good it could do. But magic is no different than any power. What really matters is the one who wields it.
Is that ice?
It's not cold enough here. It appears to be a sort of enchantment. Someone wanted to block this path.
Някой блокирал
Let's see
пътя.
some of that one work you were practicing. Focus on the center.
Как се фокусира? R2. Найс.
Excellent.
Така. С дясната ръчка се насочваме към таргетите. Добре. Тук може ли да намерим нещо? Уоу. Оха.
That was a bit rougher than I expected. Your work's improving with every cast.
Thank you, sir.
Много яко.
Ah, up there.
Тук дали има нещо или просто... Оу! Ето го бе! И сега взехме ли нещо?
We're close now. It's just ahead. Steady yourself. Repairos.
Той го възстановява. Тук в страни мога ли да дойда? Мога. Тук има пак съндъче. Интересно, че нищо не дава. Силно в последствие тия работи излизат. Много яко.
Why would someone have built this here?
I suspect they valued their privacy. That portkey led us here for a reason. Let's have a look around for anything that seems out of place.
Professor, this statue...
This may have been his home.
Неговия дом.
That enchanted crystallized stone again. But what could it be blocking? What's this? Professor Fig!
Чакайте началника да видим какво ще каже.
How odd. Why would someone have conjured that enchanted stone here?
And how is there a room behind it?
What room? I don't see anything.
There's that glow again, like the glow on the portkey container.
What in Merlin's name?
Нещо се случи.
Godric's heart.
Май влезнахме в
Where are
стаята.
we? I don't believe it.
Hello?
Гоблин. Банкера. Те вярно, че бяха банкери гоблините в тази игра. В този свят всъщност.
It can't be. Just a moment. Ooh. Where are we here? Welcome to Gringotts Wizarding Bank.
Окей.
Vault number 12, I presume. Precisely. The key?
Your wife's portkey.
Oh, yes, of course. This way, then. Stay close.
Как го вика като кон.
After you.
Какъв джентълмен.
Keep your hands inside the cart.
if you don't wish to lose them.
Да ги държиме вътре краката, ако не искаме да загубиме част от себе си, така да кажа.
How many vaults are there?
Hundreds. In fact, you'll see quite a few on our way to vault number 12.
Вижте как се движи вътрешността.
Are private entrances to the bank common at Gringotts?
They are most uncommon. Only one with great wealth or power, or both, could have arranged for such a service. You want to take a breath?
A what? That
Малко се намокрихме.
all enchantments. It's a security measure.
Experience the thief's downfall before.
Това маха всички заклинания, тази вода.
These are the lower vaults that we're passing now. How deep are we going? Vault number 12 was commissioned shortly after Gringotts was founded over 4 centuries ago. It resides in the deepest part of the bank. Settle in. We've quite a distance to go.
Да, трезора е много надълбоко, защото е правен преди 4 века.
Vault number.
Vault 12. Momentous day.
On your way.
Това нещо не му е много чиста работата.
Professor, the armband that guard was wearing is glowing. Like the glow we saw in the porky container. No, darker. I saw that same glow on the dragon's collar.
Yeah, what was that?
We were just wondering about that goblin then.
He watches over the oldest section of the bank. Rare anyone goes there anymore. Here we are.
Тук изглежда доста мрачно.
When was the last time this vault was accessed?
A goblin has been stationed at my desk for hundreds of years. In that time, no one has visited Vault 12 until today.
Я да видим какво има в 12-ти трезор.
Vault 12.
Thank you for your help.
Дали няма да ни изненадат в гръб?
What do you suppose we should be looking for?
I'm not sure. Sir, I wonder if you
The
might...
instructions for Vault 12 indicate that I am to grant access to the holder of the key and then close the door.
Ага. Значи трябваше да ни даде достъп до трезори и след това да затвори вратата.
Professor?
Така е.
It was certainly unexpected.
Така са го информирали.
Let me think. There must be something here. Revelio, perhaps.
Revelio?
Yes, a revealing charm. No time like the present. Let's see what we're missing, shall we? Ready your wand and focus.
Добре. Аха. Окей. А как става? Окей. Ясно. Трябва да насочвам.
Revelio. There.
А това ни разкрива
Move a
скрити,
bit closer and try again.
скрити неща. Ето има врата тук.
A door.
Well, that's a start. There's that symbol again. I don't suppose you see a way to...
I do, Professor. That symbol has the same glow as the one I saw on the port key container.
If what you can see reveals the way forward, then I dare say we are about to discover the secret of this vault. Lead the way. Lumos! This is no ordinary vault. I suspect we will need to earn our way out of here.
What do you mean, earn our way out? Do you think this is some sort of test?
I do. But to what end, I can't say. Stay close. There will be no disapparating if things go poorly. Not out of Gringotts.
Значи трябва просто да сме близко до него. Всеки случай. Мале, изглежда много яко.
I see something up ahead.
What is it?
That glow again, but on the floor. Revelio.
Нали няма да стане така.
What happened?
When I moved towards the glow, it suddenly seemed as if the ground was swirling about.
Are you all right?
Yes, sir, I'm fine.
Какво трябва да е
You
това
seem
тук?
to have caused the floor to change.
That statue.
Някаква статия надолу с войн.
I see some sort of statue, but only as a reflection in the floor. Revelio.
I presume this is what you saw reflected in the floor.
It is. The reflection's still there, but the statue's positions don't match. Wait. When
Статуята
you
долу се
moved,
върти.
the reflection turned in the direction of the light.
Perhaps you should cast Lumos.
Добре. И да видим как правим лумус. R2 задържаме. Триъгълник.
Well done.
Now the reflection is turning towards me. It does follow the light.
Look out!
Protego!
Уоу.
Accio! Descendo! Levioso! Deposo! Exposo! Levioso! Deposo!
Ууу, но това е много нападателно.
Confringo! Levioso! Deposo! Exposo!
Добре, добре.
Lumos.
Stay close!
Няма проблеми. О,
Professor! Professor Fig! Professor, where are you? This isn't good. Where am I supposed to go? What's happening? The wisps of magic seem to be leading me somewhere.
аха.
Ah, that's where they're leading me.
Добре. Сега тук.
Revelio. I suppose I'm on my own this time. Lumos. It seems I have no choice. I'm going to have to fight my way out of here.
Оха. Добре. Да задържиме. Ей, малко рано. Не. Добре, продължаваме навътре. Така тичаме. Ето го същия символ.
Lumos.
There you are. How did you?
Реално трябваше да минем през това нещо, за да мога да стигнем до въпросното ученце.
But I found this floating above that basin.
That is no mere basin. That is a pensive for viewing memories.
Това е
I wonder.
онова на Дъмбълдор, примерно, където си слагаш спомените. И вътре явно, вероятно и сега има спомен, който трябва да видим.
Follow my lead.
А това е този магиосник, който видяхме там с статуетката му.
All is in place.
The portkey is well hidden.
Perhaps too well. I wonder if the path we've created...
May be impossible to follow. It will only be impossible for one who cannot see traces of ancient magic as I can.
Your ability to see what others cannot will not be enough, Percival. We are entrusting the one who embarks on this path with powerful secrets, with knowledge others will do anything to obtain.
Yes, and if we are correct, Charles, the witch or wizard who completes the trials will have proven themselves worthy of that knowledge, and the responsibility that accompanies it.
Значи те крият нещо, което ще ни доведе до голямо знание, което ще носи своята отговорност. И те са оставили спомена тук. Значи общо взето разбрахме, че ние сме избрани.
Yes, sir.
Astonishing.
Can I see magic?
Traces of an ancient magic, to be precise. The magic that Miriam had always believed existed.
Значи жена му е вярва, че тази магия съществува.
Miriam, and perhaps George, died in pursuit of knowledge that has been dormant for centuries.
Нещо, което е забрано от векове. Са умряли жена му и този Джордж. А и аз съм... Куча... Някой идва. Кои сте? Влезнаха.
Ranrock.
Seems my reputation precedes me. I was beginning to think no one was ever going to visit Rackham's vault.
And why are you here?
No need for that. Just give me whatever it is you found here and we can let bygones be bygones.
Sir, they have the key to the vault.
Choose your next words wisely.
I only meant that the instructions to Vault 12 were quite clear. Sir, I must insist. I was to grant access only to one with the key, and you didn't have them.
I have no patience for traitors. Now, where were we?
I'm not giving you anything.
Well, perhaps your young friend here will be more helpful.
Гоблините тук са много интересни. До сега не бях виждал зъл гоблин в света на Хари Потър. Това е някаква защита. Добре, ние можем да избягаме. Професора, дали ще успее? Избягахме за малко.
Are you all right?
Fine, sir.
I've never seen so powerful a goblin. He seemed wholly unaffected by my magic.
Where are we?
It can't be. It seems those who set up the pensive, the locket, and the path to both wanted someone with your ability to end up here. Come. We have a sorting ceremony to get to.
Трябва да ходим за церемонията. Ние забравихме. И стигнахме до Хогуортс. Да, перон и 9... Какво беше? Перон 9/3/4. Ами добре дошли. И вече сме в Хогвартс.
Oh, good. We haven't missed the sorting ceremony.
Изпуснали сме
I'm no expert,
церемонията.
but that seems more appropriate. Now, I need to study this locket as soon as I can, but first I must contact the Ministry. They need to know what happened to George and be warned of Ranrock. For the moment, I ask that you keep all that's happened this evening between you
Да,
and
нещата,
me.
които се случиха,
Of course,
остават
sir.
между нас двамата.
Thank you. Ready for the sorting ceremony?
Хайде, време за церемонията. Видя го.
Phineas, Nigellus, Black. Prepare yourself to meet the headmaster.
Fig, nice of you to join us. The sorting ceremony's over.
There were complications.
Complications?
It seems the goblin problem has...
Enough. Goblins. I've no time for rumors, Fig, and I'm rapidly
Mm,
losing
whatever.
whatever patience I had left. If you're lucky, we might still be able to get you sorted this evening.
I'll be in touch.
Добре. Да видим сега в коя къща ще влезем. Слизерин, Хафълпаф, Рейвънклоу или
Professor Weasley.
Грифиндор.
One more to be sorted.
Welcome. You're just in time. Have a seat.
Дали има нещо общо с Уизлис като цяло? С тия слушалки им чуш, че на мен ми я сложиха тази шапка.
Ah, yes. A bit older than the others, aren't you? You come here with preferences and preconceptions. Certain expectations.
I'm looking forward to exploring Hogwarts and the world beyond the castle and grounds.
Indeed. Much can be gleaned by having an adventurous spirit, but your professors have a great deal to teach you as well. I wonder... I detect something in you. A certain sense of... what is it?
A sense of loyalty? I believe myself to be a true friend. I know I value that trait in others.
You do not give up easily, do you? You are undaunted by challenges that lie ahead. And your loyalty to a friend delayed your arrival here this evening. Perhaps you belong in Hufflepuff.
Хафълпаф? Окей. Щом така е решил.
Better be Hufflepuff!
Нека да не сменяме мнението на шапката, все пак трябва да е първото. Мерси, мерси, мерси.
Oh, and one more thing. Due to the unfortunate injury on the pitch in last spring's final, this year's Quidditch season has been cancelled.
О, Квидич е отложен.
Enough! It's not as though I've banned flying altogether, but don't tempt me. You are here to focus on your academic futures. I'm sure you will have plenty to do before classes begin tomorrow. I said, I'm sure you all have plenty to do before classes begin tomorrow.
Лека нощ.
Quite an entrance. It's lovely to meet you. I'm...
Professor Weasley, would you be so kind as to show our new student to their common room?
I shall see to it, sir. As I was saying, I'm Professor Weasley. Pleased to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well, Professor.
As Deputy Headmistress, it is my distinct honor to show you to your common room. Right this way.
Добре, тя ще ни покаже къде ни е стаята.
It's quite uncommon for a student to begin as a fifth year. Might be a bit of work, but I'm sure that's never stopped you before.
It hasn't, Professor.
Now, here we are at the entrance to the Hufflepuff common room.
This is the entrance.
Indeed. I will explain what to do, but I hesitate to do it myself as one errant knock leads to being doused in vinegar. Most unpleasant. You must tap the barrel, 2 from the bottom, middle of the second row, in the rhythm of Helga Hufflepuff. Well done. Now go on in and get some sleep. You have a big day ahead of you tomorrow. I shall be back in the morning to collect you for your...
Като цяло аз не съм виждал до сега на Hufflepuff, така се отваря вратата. Явно е във винарната. Като гледам, нашата картинка е картица. Мисъл герба, който е Hufflepuff. Много красиво изглежда замъка.
Looks like everyone's gone. Better head to the...
Само не знам дали не трябваше да си сложа камерата малко по-в средата. Ако случайно почне да ми пречи, ще трябва да го направя. Така, я не видим сега кой ще... така. Тук има ябучки. Браво. Опа, както се танцува. Трябва да плейсваме някакви неща. Оп.
Lumos.
Това ще го запали. Добре, завъртаме кълбото. Кълбото на късмета.
I suppose some introductions are in order.
Здравей, Леонора. Оле, майко.
She's awfully regal, isn't she?
Is that your owl?
I don't know who she is. Likely one of the Hufflepuffs around here. Owls choose their own company anyway. Wait, you're the new 5th year. Quite the dramatic entrance you made. Can't imagine wanting to call attention to yourself, especially since everyone will be watching to see how much you already know.
I am a bit concerned. I have a lot of catching up to do.
Indeed. 4 years of schoolwork is a bit... Being that far behind, I'd feel so... inadequate. Of course, presumably, as a hard-working Hufflepuff, you'll prove yourself in no time. I'm hard-working too, as you might suspect. But sometimes I think I should have been a Ravenclaw. I've rather a searing wit. At least people have always told me so. I'm Lenora, by the way. Lenora Everly. Well, mustn't keep you. You've such a lot to do.
Do you really think you should have been in Ravenclaw?
Well, my brothers were. They both work in the ministry now. I suppose you could say that wit runs in the family. My aunt was a Gryffindor, though, and I've always had plenty in common with her. Determination, valor, daring. The old sorting hat was spoiled for choice with me.
It was nice meeting you, Lenora.
Of course. Adieu.
Adios. Нали колко е странно това?
Arthur's got you. You don't need to be frightened, little cat.
Oh, Uncle, this doesn't sound like you. Something's wrong. Oh, hello there. You're the new Hufflepuff, yes? I'm Adelaide. Pleasure to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Is everything all right?
Oh, yes. I'm just a bit distracted. Letter from my uncle. So tell me, I've been hearing all sorts of rumours. Were you really nearly gobbled up by a dragon?
Малко ни хапна дракон.
That one is true. Not the typical start to a new school.
That's dreadful. Well, I'm glad you made it here alive. Well, anyway, I imagine you have lots to do. I hope you have a wonderful first day.
Are you sure everything is all right with your uncle?
Oh, yes. He travels for work, always busy. I'm sure he just wrote it in a rush. Nothing to worry about.
Окей.
Thank you, Adelaide. Be seeing you.
Чичо, всичко е наред.
And good luck.
Martha's got you. It's all right. You don't need to be frightened, little cat.
I can't quite reach.
Come on, you went that way.
Hope they can catch him. Big castle for a student to get lost in, let alone a cat. I'm sure you'll find your way all right. I mean, it can be a bit overwhelming at first. I still get lost sometimes. Welcome to Hufflepuff, by the way. Really glad to have you in our house. I'm Arthur.
Thank you. Nice to meet you. Was that your cat?
No, one of the first years, I think. Don't have any pets of my own, unfortunately. My mother doesn't think too highly of them, especially magical ones.
I'm sorry to hear that. I think magical beasts are rather incredible.
Best thing about coming to Hogwarts. Nifflers, glumbumbles, bowtruckles. I thought they were only pictures in books before. Well, Dad did bring home a puffskein once. Mum was furious. Anyway, I better go make sure the first years caught that cat. Don't want them to be late on their first day.
Nice meeting you, Arthur. And good luck finding that cat.
Thank you. Try not to get lost in the
Много странни
castle
разговори
yourself.
проведохме току-що.
Is the new Hufflepuff out of bed yet?
Нещо щупих аз.
For them outside the common room.
Good morning. I trust you're ready for your first day at Hogwarts?
I've been dreaming of this day for a long time. Can't believe I'm here.
Well, you are here. Make the most of it. You only have one first day at Hogwarts. Now, in light of your
Нормално да имаме един единствен първи ден в Хогвартс.
You'll need to catch up with your classmates and not fall behind. Especially as you'll be expected to complete your OWLs at the end of the year.
OWLs? Owls?
Yes, your ordinary wizarding level exams. They will determine what type of career you can have when you leave here. After much discussion with the headmaster and the Department of Magical Education at the Ministry, we've devised something extraordinary to ensure your success. Here you are.
What is it?
It is a wizard's field guide. It will help you to keep track of what you are learning so that you master all that's expected of a fifth year. You would be wise to take full advantage of this exceptionally valuable resource.
Thank you, Professor, but what do you mean it will keep track of what I'm learning?
Perhaps seeing it in action will answer any questions you may have. Walk with me and we shall put it to the test. This way. The guide will give you opportunities to practice your magic and educate yourself about wizarding lore. I certainly would have appreciated something like the field guide when I was a student. Using the guide will also train you to be alert to your surroundings. Do keep up. Simply cast Revelio on it, and we'll see what the guide says.
Lumos. Revelio.
О.
Clever, isn't it? Keep your eyes open for more opportunities like that, inside and outside of the castle.
Оф. Това беше много глупаво.
Revelio.
Долу видях още на две места, на които можехме да ползваме тази магия.
Good timing. Perfect opportunity to show you how to use flue flames to get around a bit quicker. Your field guide contains a map of the castle. Open it up and find Central Hall.
Central Core. Someone. Добре. Добре. Добре, какво трябва да стане? Аха.
And here we are. Quite the time saver. These stairs lead directly to Central Hall. You can get almost anywhere in the castle quickly from Central Hall.
Това е за да се прехвърлим.
Always something happening here. It's the heart of the hive. Our King's Cross station, so to speak.
Много има чест.
That should be all for now. You'll be expected to attend both Charms and Defense Against the Dark Arts classes today. And I'd like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible.
Защита от черните изкуства, както винаги.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
A lot to absorb on your first day, and you have much to learn. Happily, your professors have agreed to create additional assignments for you outside of class. You'll be up to speed in no time. Judging by your adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor Fig succeeded in at least showing you the basics.
He did, Professor.
He's been terribly vague as to the events preceding your arrival, specifically about what happened after that awful dragon attack. My suspicion is that there's more to the story than a search for belongings and an extended trip up to the castle.
We did take a bit of a detour on the way here. Ended up exploring some ruins and... I shouldn't say more.
Exploring ruins? Well, I presume Professor Fig has his reasons for keeping the details to himself for now. Speak of the devil, Professor Fig. Your ears must have been burning.
Oh?
Yes. You seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting.
Ah, I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in one piece. Perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of a dragon.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Very well. Enough chit-chat. I need to get to class myself. Might I rely on you, Professor Fig, to explain the details of the field guide's map?
Of course.
Thank you. Good luck today. And remember to use your field guide. It will be invaluable to you. And invaluable to me, as I'll be using it to keep up to date on your progress.
Yes, Professor.
Come and find me in my classroom after you've attended both classes today, and I'll explain more about those assignments I mentioned. And we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
I would like to retire to a Revelio. One just like Brockborough.
Чакай бе, защо така не ми даваш да хода никъде? Искам малко да обиколя замъка.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today, before you immersed yourself in studies. Did I hear you and Professor Weasley talking about exploring ruins?
She caught me off guard. I didn't tell her anything else about our travels here. I will say, I think she suspects we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead. It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of. And she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster that would be better left between us.
Understood, Professor.
Good. Now, as capable as you are, I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well trained. Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you. Speaking of guides, and so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map? Unfold it and have a look.
Това са ми двата часа. Айде ще ходим първо. Опа.
The map is enchanted to help you find your way.
This will be incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Now, sounds like you've quite a day ahead, what with classes and a trip to Hogsmeade for supplies, including your own wand. You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander. He's an exceptional craftsman and a good friend. I shall reach out when I have more information about our mysterious locket. For now, focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your owls may hinge on the magic you are able to master within these walls.
Revelio. Hello, Lenora. What are you looking at?
Everyone thinks I'm utterly balmy. Samantha thinks I'm potty. But it's this painting. I never noticed it before. If I know Hogwarts, and I do, an empty frame doesn't appear for no reason. There's something more to this.
If I have the time, I may look. Could be intriguing.
I've been racking my... Do come and find me if you stumble on something illuminating that solves the mystery.
Така.
Revelio.
Ма не. Сега отиваме в час.
Revelio.
Какво шепне така, бе? О! Не сме насам, бе. Надолу сме.
Off to count your hog's head, I presume.
Ще се заплесне тук. И много скача това нашия, бе.
Revelio. Revelio. Lumos.
Открих тайната. Чакай да ходя да я покажа. Предположих, че може да е това, ама... Откъде знам, че ще бъде толкова просто?
Lumos. That spot must be a clue. I should look around in case it's nearby. This looks like the location from the painting. What could be so special? Let's get you back to your frame, little moth. Ha! I knew there was a connection. I should tell Lenora that I solved the puzzle of that empty frame.
I wouldn't bother yourself about that. If I...
Revelio.
Бри. Не.
Revelio.
Добре, така. Ага. Добре, тия ще ги разберем какво правят със сигурност. Просто няма да е сега. Добре, това беше класната стая по отвари. Нека посетим първият учебен час.
Revelio.
Са другото огледало.
Lumos. Revelio. Lumos.
Ние в тази посока ли сме? Не.
Revelio. Lumos.
Тук нагоре? Нагоре сме. Окей.
Revelio. Lumos.
You can't imagine how
Revelio.
convenient travel was before I knew.
Тук е съндъчето. Ох!
Lumos. Revelio.
Добре, това няма как да го отворя.
Lumos.
Добре, тук ще имат доста такива странични сайт квестчета явно, които ще ги цъкаме. Боже, каква котка. Все едно няма козина. Добре, вече отиваме в часа.
Revelio.
Some of us don't necessarily want him to get back to the lesson.
And then the werewolves joined the goblins in the uprising.
Werewolves, where were you? In the Goblin Rebellion of 1752?
And by the end of it, the Minister for Magic...
Влизаме.
Here, behind you. There is an open seat here.
Thank you.
Hello, I am Nettie. So you are the new student.
Да, ясно.
Shall we begin? Welcome to year 5 of charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work. But I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone? I am afraid it is too late to study now. My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another. Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm? Well, It seems that we're in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
Така.
Akio.
That is not bad.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me.
Излизаме навънка.
I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree. So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right?
Ooh, nice.
So why don't we have our newest student start us off?
Friendly chirping.
Very simply, cast Accio on one of the spheres and relinquish your charm at the last. Splendid! Now, don't lose your composure. Very good. That's it.
Не. Добре.
Very good. Points to Hufflepuff. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up.
Почваме.
Be the blues just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Yes, sir.
My turn.
Splendid!
Watch this. There we go. Well done. Let us see this. That is how it's done.
A perfect score. Remarkable.
Мерси, мерси.
Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
Какво направихме?
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
Hold on.
I'll say.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it. This round settles it all.
Be sharp.
Добър удар. О, да! Закова го. Бум! Master of Spells баш. Право Master of Puppet. Така. Тук малко прекалиха, ма.
Two perfect rounds.
Айде една 150-ка. Айде онай ходи си вкъщи.
Very good, both of you. Well done.
Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
Good game back there. I must admit, I think I underestimated you. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
That's good to hear. It's a lot to take in all at once.
To put it lightly, I remember how I felt when I first arrived. I transferred here from Wagadu just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
Is Wagadu much bigger than Hogwarts?
Wagadu School of Magic is the largest wizarding school in the world. So yes, bigger than Hogwarts. But it never seemed intimidating or overwhelming.
Ще има някакви други такива
It
училища.
always felt like home.
Is Wagadu a castle, like Hogwarts?
Its address is Mountains of the Moon. It is not so much a castle as a beautiful edifice carved out of the mountainside. I remember the first time I saw it, the mist was so thick I could hardly make out anything at all. And then it just materialized before me, this enormous school that seemed to be floating in midair.
This may seem an odd question, but is magic the same there as it is here?
Mostly, yes. But I did have to learn how to use a wand when I arrived here. Hardly anyone at Wagadu uses one.
You can cast spells without a wand?
Oh, yes. I find wandless magic to be much more instinctive. Not to mention quite convenient to one without their wand. I must admit, however, that I am growing quite fond of using a wand. It seems very dramatic.
It's nice to learn about another wizarding school.
Thank you for asking. I do miss Wagadu, but I am glad to be here at Hogwarts. Ah, I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting. Until next time.
Of course, you can
A word, if you would.
If you're so inclined.
You wanted to speak with me, Professor?
I did. I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation?
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? You did well, managing to best as gifted a student as Miss Onai.
Thank you, Professor. I enjoyed the match.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late.
Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.
Добре.
Revelio.
Професор ще ме бие там.
Hello there. You're the new student, aren't you?
Samantha Dale.
Hello. You wanted to speak to me?
Samantha Dale. I've been eager to meet you. You're the student everyone's been whispering about. Hope your first day's going well. You certainly seem to hold your own in charms.
I've been fortunate. Beginner's luck.
My brother William would tell you not to be so humble and to trust your abilities. Then again, he tends to be overconfident in his. Well, better see to my charms homework. I'm afraid I can't count on beginner's luck to impress Professor Ronan.
Revelio.
Not sure we should study for the astronomy exam in the library. Might be better off.
Това може би не трябва да го стрелям.
What are you up to now?
Добре, сега отиваме в другия час. Да видим само на картата как да стигнем до него. Оп. Вижте как замърка тази котка направо.
Revelio.
Някакво събрание на котките.
Revelio.
Винаги изцъква нещо. Найс.
Nice to see you, my young friend.
Я да видим тук какво се случва сега.
Is that all you've got?
Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces on your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the great poacher raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge. To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No? One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Levioso.
Добре.
Now, let's try something a little larger. Let us begin with a basic cast. See how the dummy deflected your cast? This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast. Remember, it's good. Now, well done. Well done. Very good. But the best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel, using only Levioso, basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
Levioso, let's just say
I do enjoy a lively duel.
No way.
Not bad for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
Право го размазахме Себастинчо.
I put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Hufflepuff.
Thank you, Professor Hecat. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments. All right. That's enough spectacle for one day. Class is dismissed.
Revelio.
Nice work.
Добре, къде е Себастинчо? Ewe.
I enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice? It felt more like I was dueling an expert. Sebastian Sallow, by the way. Didn't expect a new student to be so deft with a wand. Then again, perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
In fact, it was. Perhaps I have a knack for it.
Be coy if you like, but I know better. Magic requires intention and talent. You know, you might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
Exclusive and unsanctioned? Count me in.
Excellent. Knew I was right about you. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then. Whether it's joining a secret dueling club, or sneaking into the restricted section of the library, you just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
Good. Pleasure chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon. Perhaps somewhere on the
Следите.
We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck or actual
skill.
Look for Luke and Brattleby near the clock tower entrance.
Много симпатично.
If you're interested. Till next time.
I've always said that travel abroad...
Заглеждаме. Много яко. Вижте. Бе, къде трябва да отидем сега?
Ask your question,
Revelio.
Това път нищо не ми каза. Творчето нещо обаче ми мале.
What about the room, Professor?
I was thinking the same.
Надоби прадядо му.
Perhaps you could help.
Oh, excuse, Deke.
Ah, there you are. I trust your first classes went well?
They did, Professor.
I heard as much from Professors Hecat and Ronan. Seems Professor Fig taught you quite a bit during your brief detour near... what was it you said? Some ruins? I'd wager there's a good deal more to your travels here than what you've told me. Isn't there?
Това сега ще ни работи. Що така се опитва да ни работи?
Nothing more, Professor.
I see. Like trying to get a sonnet from a streeler. Regardless, you must continue to build upon what you've learned. In that regard, I've asked your professors to help hasten your progress with some extra assignments.
Professor Ronan did mention something about that.
In fact, Professor Ronan will meet you outside momentarily to assign your first one. Now, regarding the trip to Hogsmeade I mentioned earlier, we've arranged to replace the supplies lost on your way here, including seeds, potion recipes, and spellcrafts.
Thank you, Professor.
And Mr. Ollivander will connect you with the perfect wand. You've managed your classes well with a borrowed wand, but you'll find the magic you cast with your own wand to be far superior.
I'm eager to get to Hogsmeade.
Very well. I'd like you to make your first visit. Perhaps Sebastian Sallow or Natsai Onai. I've noticed you spending time with them.
I'd like to go with Natty.
Excellent choice. Miss Onai is one of our most talented students. And she knows the area. She'll keep you well clear of any of Victor Rookwood's undesirables en route.
Rookwood?
A rather unsavory local. Best to avoid him and his associates, including his right hand of sorts, Theophilus Harlow, if you can. Once you've finished Professor Ronan's assignment, your friend will meet you at the castle doors. No time to waste. The sooner you complete your work, the sooner you can enjoy a butterbeer at the Three Broomsticks.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was.
Добре.
Ah, there you are.
You have a new spell to teach me, Professor.
Indeed I do, and an exceedingly useful one at that. The mending charm, Reparo. Fixes things right up, makes a broken object good as new in the blink of an eye.
It seems as if that might come in handy.
More frequently than one would imagine. As
Искам тази магия да си я направя с колата. Криперо и всичко да е 6 като много. Едно мигване.
Have agreed to do so as well, but first, each shall ask that you complete a few preliminary tasks to hone your magic. I have arranged some for today. See them through and then report back to me. We will have you casting Reparo in no time.
I'll start on the task right away, Professor. This is the right area. I wonder where the flying page is.
Let me know.
Добре, да правим с другата магия.
A flying page must be around here somewhere.
I trust the preliminary tasks weren't too much.
I completed the assignments, Professor.
Marvelous. You clearly know your way around basic charms. Remember to be deliberate in your enunciation and movements. I want to see some vigor. Now, wand at the ready.
Yes, sir.
Remember, your wand is a conduit of your magic.
Много яко с копчета.
That's it. Very good. If you would like to practice mending something, have a go with that broken statue in the alcove by the water. It allegedly symbolized heartbreak. Perhaps a jilted lover thought it accurate and lashed out.
Nice.
dear. I shall get in trouble for this.
Добре. Натрупахме това, поразбрахме някои от нещата и знанията. Тук какво има? Уоу. Добре, тук ще сейвам. Ще сейвам отново пак. Това ще го сгуба. Може да го видите най-късно в среда в YouTube. Това ще всичко от мен. Чао за сега.